Hello everyone, Bonner here. Today I'm starting up a new region in City Skylines 2 using one of the new map packs. I really like the considerable difference in topography here. Huge area for a nice natural port and some interesting geographical formations. That'll be a challenge for us to build through. This region, which we've opted to name Chester, will start out with one grid at a time for construction, and we will go from there and see how it goes. Well, this is perfect. Okay, so I'll have an industrial area over here, and then let's see here. For our first grid, we're not going to be very picky. We'll just build it out, see what spawns in, and deal with it. I like to have mine about 200 meters, go 216. Because there's a nice grid. And that'll be our core new industrial area. Now I have anarchy, but I have not turned it on for the early stages here. We'll try and keep things as vanilla as possible for that. I will extend out this avenue a little bit further, and I want to make sure we're not impeding on our future port. No, we are good, I think. Yeah. Okay, perfect. For delivering power, we will set up a couple of transformer stations and extend power right away. Now, I like to build alongside and then have a connector to it, just because I think it looks better overall. No other real reason. And then we will go to our water supply and deal with that. I'm just going to do very basic road. Along the water. That should give us enough locations to place in our and we unlocked a lot of specialty buildings, which is fantastic. That'll really help us in a little bit when we are ready to get the show on the road. And then we'll put the output right over there for now. Okay. Let's zone in the industrial. And check on our resources. This one we can place anywhere. We got ridiculous amounts of farmland. No real inland fish, that's off the map. Lumber, we got lots. In fact, what we can do with this is I'm going to extend out just your basic grid for a lumber industry out here. And then we'll put in a roundabout. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've already unlocked the paper facility. Perfect. Okay. This beach is a very basic layout. To get our industry started and generate some money for the treasury through lumber exports. And essentially the history behind it is this would have been a very prominent lumber city, producing tons of wood for construction projects and exporting as much as it can. All right. That 93 angle is going to annoy me. Can I get it to perfect? I will make sure we have a nice little roundabout in there. Just about done with that one. Perfect. Okay, now that our lumber area is ready to go, we're going to unpause the time and let everything start spawning in, and we'll see what happens. Now I think I'm gonna do is run a railway, probably near where this main power line is. That should, in theory, support our industry. Right away, I'm gonna throw in just one stone manufacturer or production area, so that we can get our own stone and not have a production deficit. And we'll keep this relatively close to industry. Let's take a look at our signature buildings. We have UK Small Petrol Station. We'll drop that one right over there.
Popcran, bringing you badass sounds. Ripped from my...
Actually, what, let's change up the music. Alright. No problems with the infrastructure. All the trucks running straight through town into industry is gonna need to bypass at some point. So we'll start planning for one of those later down the road. Because as it currently stands, that system is not going to work for me. What we're going to do this. Okay, that's automatically okay. That'll work. Now I do want to elevate this. That is only because in the future we will have a dedicated railway going underneath. Now it's time to think about our off-ramp here. And I think for now, for this one, we can actually use some of the same infrastructure for our highway from before. And how long is that roughly? 40 meters. Now, for leaving the city, we will and I want these to be very long so that way they come up, the big trucks especially, have lots of room to make this turn, which is probably a good idea to throw in one of those there too. That should do for now. I can see automatically we are having some labor problems as well. So we can start thinking about our second district and see where we want to place that. So let's do just a basic grid. And I want to be a little more careful with how I zone in these buildings. I'm going to switch over to an alleyway. Put one right behind. And I am going to run a path on one side as well. We're going to get rid of that, and then we will zone 4 row homes in there. And let's place in a medical clinic. I want to actually have a support area with the majority of our urban support facilities in one place. So to do that, we'll place our medical clinic right there. And we will continue building out the grid. making sure all of our civilian or Sims will have nice access to everything they need. And as we can see, all of our lack of labor has vanished, which is perfect. And it looks like our heavy trucks aren't using the main street anymore, which is exactly what we want. Alright, I think this is as good of a place as any to leave it, so thank you all for watching. And if you enjoy, please like and subscribe. There'll be more City Skylines 2 content coming soon.